Does anyone remember when the same country that, if you look at any poll, I hate media, I hate the mainstream media, I don't trust the media, I don't trust the government. You look at any poll, what do you see? Congress, 13% approval rating. Joe Biden, 28% approval rating. The media, 10% approval rating. And yet, these same Americans that, for whatever reason, love to pretend as if they're really against the media, they all followed in lockstep like good little sheep when the media promoted a lie to the country that the Omicron variation of COVID was mild. Does anyone remember this? When they changed the quarantine and isolation guidelines, don't worry guys, it's mild. Get back to work. And Americans believe them. The same Americans that will tell you, I hate Joe Biden. Government's corrupt. Government's corrupt. Government's corrupt. You ever see these guys? I don't like the government. Government's corrupt. They lie to me. But when they tell me the pandemic's over, yay, woo! When they tell me that a deadly virus is mild without any evidence, yay, woo! Mainstream media is corrupt. Except for when they agree with me and confirm my biases. And why did they all do this? Why? Well, for the economy, stupid. They don't give a fuck about you. You think the government, you think the CDC gives a fuck about you? Are you dumb? Were you dropped on your head when you were a fucking baby? Like, what could cause such a fucking disease of the mind where you think the fucking US government and corporate news has your best interest in mind? Like, are you diseased? Were you dropped on your fucking head? Was your mom smoking meth when you were cooking? What the fuck is going on with 90% of this population? But what did they do it for? The economy. But as we all know, what is the economy but for quarterly reports? What's gonna happen at the end of the year? I don't give a fuck. All I care about is the next quarterly earnings review. And so when we live in a capitalistic world and we base our society on killing as many people as possible for the sake of quarterly earnings reports, what happens? Well, Exhibit 9415, CDC says research says that long COVID is contributing to a labor shortage. So you're telling me, lying to the American public and telling them a deadly virus was actually mild, whatever the fuck that means. What the fuck does that mean? You ask someone, you ever hear someone, oh yeah, COVID's mild. You ask them, what does that mean? What does mild mean? They go, I don't know. Because they're fucking stupid. They're dumb motherfuckers and they can't fucking think for themselves. Okay? Because they're fucking stupid. You ask them though, and they go, I don't like the mainstream media. The White House is lying to me. And yet, when everything and anything that matters, they follow in lockstep because they're fucking stupid. They're dumb. Okay? And again, what is this doing? Well, it's destroying the fucking economy. It turns out that when you force someone to get a deadly virus over and over and over and over and over and over again, right? What is the reinfection period? 3 days, or 3 weeks rather, for Omicron, my apologies. Approximately 3 weeks, and you can be reinfected, and everyone's going to motherfucking work, because it's mild, bruh! It's mild, bruh! You ever hear these stupid cocksuckers? These dumb motherfuckers that should have never been fucking born. Going, it's mild, bro! Right? Because Americans are good fucking sheep. Americans love being abused. Americans have a fetish for being abused. They love it. They can't get enough. Yeah, fuck me up, daddy. Fuck me up, mommy. Yeah, fuck me up, Biden. Fuck me up, Fauci. Yeah, that's the average fucking American. I'll say I don't trust you, but give it to me good. and they throw you away. And now we're finding out that it was for nothing. Because the economy's getting fucked regardless. It was all for nothing. They threw you into the fucking meat grinder for a couple of quarterly earnings reports. I need you all to motherfucking see this. They threw you, the entire American population, into the meat grinder for not even 2 years worth of profits. Because the economy is falling the fuck apart at the seams. Now they can pretend, oh, well, business is booming, because they scam the entire world with stock buybacks and other such inflation and manipulation of the stock market. And they lie to the average American person, telling them that the stock market is a barometer of the economy, which it's not. Which it's fucking not. And now we see it seems to have all been for nothing. You killed your grandma for nothing. You killed your fucking mom for nothing. You got sick and destroyed your immune system for nothing. You did it for nothing. For no goddamn reason. Because you're too much of a loser. You're a loser. And you let those in authority step all over you and mold your mind. If you're going out there in a pandemic without a mask on because Joe Biden said it's over, really? Really? You're going to go outside without a mask on because Joe Robinette Biden. Robinette! You're listening to a motherfucker with a middle name Robinette. You're making extremely vital, consequential health decisions based on a motherfucker with a name like Robinette. Really? Really? And I'm supposed to respect you? I'm supposed to want to share this society with you? I'm supposed to be nice to you? Give me a fucking break! A recent presentation from the CDC has clarified the governmental agency's stance on the impact crater the COVID-19 complications have left on the U.S. economy. According to their analysis of third-party reports, think about it. Why is the CDC analyzing third-party reports? Because they stopped counting all stuff internally, and or they're keeping it secret because there's a governmental cover-up, so they're relying on public data that's not from them. According to their analysis of third-party reports, the CDC says research is suggesting long COVID is contributing to a labor shortage and is hurting the U.S. economy. Now, pause for a motherfucking minute here. A labor shortage? So not only are there close to 2 million dead motherfuckers that should still be alive, if it wasn't for their family members killing them and sacrificing them at the altar of capitalism, right? If you go outside without a mask on, you killed your fucking family. You killed someone else's family. I hope you're proud, you stupid little fucking cocksucker. I hope you're happy, you little fucking pussy. You fucking pussy. Really? You're gonna let Robinette dictate your life? You're gonna let a bunch of hillbilly fucking cucks, a bunch of motherfuckers with red hats, govern your fucking health? Really? Really? Are you even really a human being? Are you conscious at all? Or are you just a fucking zombie going through the motions, motherfucker? Among other research, the quote referenced a January 23 report finding that around 18% of those who report having long COVID, which is 5% of all workers who got COVID. Now, this is a serious undercount. We live in a country without fucking national health insurance. We live in a country where people are afraid to go to the doctor. And, hey, we also live in a country where our doctors are fucking stupid, too. Think about it. A lot of people in this country, a lot of doctors, are also fucking stupid. I mean, if 90% of the population are dumb motherfuckers, that's going to extend into the workforce of the healthcare industry as well. Now, I'm not shitting on all doctors. A lot of doctors are great people. But again, we live in a country in shambles. Couldn't return to their workplace for over a year. It's a fairly clear confirmation from the CDC. The acute stages of COVID infections may not be spiking, but the threat to the economy isn't over. And think about all this. The economy. Your life, your happiness. Fuck all of that shit. The economy is the only thing that matters. Oh, you can't breathe? Who fucking cares if you can't fucking breathe? You think Robinette gives a fuck if you got breathing issues? The only thing Robinette gives a fuck about is whether or not you show up to work on time. That's all he fucking gives a shit about. 5% of those with COVID can't work for more than a year. Again, this is an undercount. The new presentation comes from the Clinician Outreach and Communication Activity, COCA team, which mentions labor shortages during a segment discussing the challenges of working while dealing with long COVID. However, the report that the CDC highlighted and the new presentation actually came out last January following an analysis of more than 3,000 COVID-19 workers' compensation claims from the period between January 20 and March 22. That report came out of New York's largest workers' compensation carrier. The New York State Insurance Fund had plenty of other insights worth keeping in mind from the report bullet points. Almost 1/3 of all workers infected with COVID-19 suffered or are suffering from long COVID, with the percentage peaking during the initial phase of the pandemic and falling over time. The percentage of female workers with long COVID, 37%, was 11 points higher than male workers. So all you women out there that are like, I'm gonna go work without my mask on cause I'm independent, I'm strong, I'm smart. Dumb motherfucker, stupid ass motherfucking bitch. You are a dumb bitch. COVID is also, not only is it sexist, but it's also racist. It attacks all sorts of populations. Why? Because our society puts minorities in the gutter. Our society throws people away like trash, and you know what? A lot of the minorities are little fucking bitches, and they don't fight back. Like these so-called black Republicans, these gay Republicans. You ever see these stupid shit for brains? Balls in their fucking mind, juggling around like fucking Boggle. Dumb motherfuckers. And then these so-called Democrats, too. Oh, Joe Biden said the pandemic's over. All the evidence points in the opposite direction. Well, let's go back to work. Dumb motherfuckers. So minorities don't give a fuck about each other. They don't give a fuck about themselves. And they're willing to be stepped on. They're willing to be chewed up. They're willing to be spit out. Because they don't give a fuck. No one cares about this world. No one cares about our society. They don't give a shit. The only thing they care about is, when can I get home and watch my treats? When can I get home and eat my treats? When can I get home and buy some more treats? I'm nom 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 pizza. I'm nom 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 Netflix. I'm nom 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 video games. I'm nom 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 nom. That's all Americans give a fuck about. They don't give a fuck about you. You don't give a fuck about them. And certainly don't even get me started on the government. But why should the fucking government do shit? Think about it. Why should the government listen to you when you're such a fucking moron that Joe Robinette, again, all capitals, italicized, bold, motherfucker, Robinette is telling you the pandemic's over, and you're like, all right. And I'm supposed to put my faith in you, the American public? You got played like a fucking fiddle. The entire country, leftists, communists, fucking fascists, patriots, conservatives, liberals, free market, whatever the fuck. All the neolibs, neocons, you all got played by a motherfucker named Robinette. Are you fucking kidding me? Really? Robinette. Jesus Christ! Expect the labor shortage to continue. Understandably, people have heard enough about COVID pandemic and want it to be over. Yeah, you know, man, I just got diagnosed with cancer. And it's like, man, I'm tired of this cancer, man. Like, now, I'm not gonna go to the doctor or anything. I'm not gonna get chemotherapy or anything. And you know what? I'm tired of this goddamn cancer. tired, man. Fuck. You're tired? Well, oh my God, you're tired. Oh, everybody. Oh my, I didn't understand. You're so tired. My apologies. Oh, you're tired. Oh, dear heavens, you're tired. What about me? What about people that are disabled? They can't leave the house and are in a forever lockdown because of motherfuckers like you. You think you're tired? Oh, I need to go outside for my mental health. I need to get brain damage for my mental health. Because you're so fucking tired. What about people that are immunocompromised? They get COVID, they're gonna fucking die. And they've been staying at home for 4 fucking years. You don't think they're tired? Oh, wait. No, you don't think about them because you're a fucking selfish little cocksucker. You don't think about them because you're an easily manipulated fascist-adjacent freak. You don't think about them because you're a selfish, narcissistic fuckbag. You're tired of the fucking pandemic? I'm tired of the zombie motherfucking apocalypse. But that doesn't mean it's not fucking happening. I'm tired of the pandemic too. Doesn't mean it's not happening. You know what I'm tired of? I'm tired of Robinette. That doesn't mean he's not president. You know what I'm tired of? I'm tired of the wildfire smoke. Doesn't mean it's not there. Stupid motherfuckers. Stupid motherfuckers. And you know what the worst part is? These motherfuckers that pretend mental health. I'm trying to do self-care by going to a Taylor Swift concert. That's self-care. Yeah! Self-care, baby! Going to Taylor Swift. You see these videos of motherfucker dumbass drones at Taylor Swift concerts. Oh my God, Taylor's singing about blah, 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 blah. Dumb motherfuckers. Dumb motherfuckers. I don't know. I don't mean to pick on the Taylor Swift fans, but they're the worst of the worst when it comes to the current concert and super spreader industry going on. By the way, did you know that touring agencies in the music industry have clauses that artists need to sign contracts saying that if they get sick, they can't publicize that they have COVID? Did you know this? Look it up, motherfucker. Artists, when they do these tours, are not allowed. They sign away their right to talk about COVID if they get sick. Why? Because they don't want to disrupt the tour. The money's got to come in. They don't want to disrupt the cash flow. That's why you see these fucking stupid musicians go out there and say, I'm sick. There's something going on. I'm sick. I don't know what it is, but I'm sick. And then you have to listen to stupid motherfuckers that go, the only way to practice self-care is to take my mask off and to breathe in the virus. You ever hear this shit? As if we can't have concerts that are COVID safe. We can. We choose not to, because Robinette told you to. We can go to restaurants that are COVID safe. You just choose not to, because Robinette controls your life. You can go on a walk without risking COVID, without risking wildfire smoke. You choose not to because you're a dumb motherfucker. Give me a fucking break. Assuming 5% of those who get COVID in the future will stay out of the labor market for at least a year, the economy will face some significant headwinds for as long as COVID continues to circulate. AKA forever, because it's endemic. You ever hear these motherfuckers? The pandemic's over, it's endemic. What that means is, I'm a beta pussy cuck, and Robinette is way smarter than me. The motherfucker. You see a video of Joe Biden? Have you ever seen a video of this guy? You're gonna let him control your life? Really? You're gonna let him, you trust Joe Biden to keep you safe? What does this data mean for workers? Well, I'll tell you this, without reading this fucking shit, I'll tell you, this data means for workers, you're expendable. They don't give a shit about you. In fact, the only thing that they care about in regards to you is killing you off as soon as possible. Ideally, before the age of 65 or 67 or 69 or 71, whatever the fuck it is when Republicans change the Social Security age. don't give a fuck about you. They want you to run the machine. And they're going to try to develop AI and automated technologies so that when you collapse at the workplace, a robot can take your job. Yeah. Yeah. Meanwhile, you're fucking scared about the immigrants taking your fucking jobs, you stupid prick. Motherfuckers are complaining about affirmative action during a fucking deadly pandemic and genocide. Motherfuckers are, oh, what are you, a fucking dog with a squirrel fucking running by? Like, what the hell is wrong with you motherfuckers? They're going to work you to the bone until they can replace you with a robot and let you rot in the street. They don't give a fuck. The main takeaway for workers is that wearing your mask and socially distancing still makes a lot of sense. Oh, you don't fucking say. You don't fucking say. Pushing for COVID-safe ventilation systems in workplaces can also go a long way toward mitigation measures. Oh, you don't fucking say. And so can continuing to work from home when possible. But when it comes to getting the job that's right for you, there's a silver lining to this very dark cloud. A shortage of labor shifts the negotiating power toward workers. This might even help to explain the fervor with which businesses have turned toward labor-saving measures such as AI tools. Now, that last part, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about, but the first part is true. That's what's so dumb about the American zombies, is they actually do have some power. Look at France right now, man. I don't want to be here and tell you, look at France, right? You know, I don't want to be one of those motherfuckers. I know Americans are too dumb to pull a France. I get it. I understand. We don't have the prerequisite general intelligence of population to pull a fucking France and to stand up for ourselves. French police killed a motherfucking kid and they're burning down the whole country. Whereas the United States government is throwing millions of motherfuckers into the meat grinder and y'all are going to work again. Think about it. Talk about a beta mindset. Talk about a cuck mindset. Talk about people that don't even fucking deserve to be called people, even. You're a drone. You're a sheep. You're a loser. You're a fucking loser. You might talk a tough game. You might pretend like you're Billy Badass. But if you're letting Robinette tell you that it's safe to go outside without a mask on, you're a loser. Loser. You know it deep down, too. You know what I'm saying is right. You're a fucking loser. So I say this. It's okay to be a loser. But what is not okay is to be a loser in perpetuity. It's alright to lose now and then. I've lost. You've lost. We've all lost at some point in our lives. We can't all be like motherfucking Rocky Balboa. Okay? Sometimes you get fucking knocked down. And you know what? If you're letting Robinette destroy your willpower to live, you're letting Robinette slash your lifespan by 10 years. How old is Robinette? 80. You're gonna let Robinette live longer than you? Really? Robinette, some guy that was born like fucking 80 years ago. You're gonna let him live longer than you? Someone who was born, presumably if you're around my age, at a technological boom? And you're okay with life expectancy dropping by 4 years? Really? Really? Because if that's the case, I'm sorry, man. I can't respect you motherfuckers. This is some embarrassing shit. Dealing with Americans. The most self-righteous, dumb motherfuckers on planet fucking Earth. Dumb, motherfucking, shit for brains, cock-sucking motherfuckers. And yet they pretend. You ask an American and they'll be like, well, I don't like Joe Biden. You ask America, well, mainstream media don't like him. You ask America, well, you know, I don't like them, but I'll go along lockstep with what they say, because I think that the government has my best interest in mind. Yeah, the same government That didn't do anything about climate change. The same government that sent my daddy to Vietnam. The same government that sent me to Iraq and had my arm blew off. Yeah! Yeah! That same government has my health in mind. Do you fucking listen to yourself, man?